Is this really the future of video? Is this what we're going to be doing in 2018? Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, this is Roberto Blake of robertoblake.com, helping you create something awesome today. So I just got back from speaking at VidCon. I am tired, exhausted, and my throat still hasn't fully recovered yet, and we have to talk about something that just happened. So as an entrepreneur who uses social media in their business, I am on most of these platforms. I am on Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, you name it. And I pride myself on creating content for each of those platforms in a unique and different way instead of just repurposing and regurgitating the same content that I put on YouTube everywhere else. In fact, my entire session at VidCon in terms of my solo session was all about YouTube content strategy and the importance of creating unique and interesting experiences for viewers. So with the announcement of Igtv and Instagram's foray into long-form content and directly competing with YouTube, I actually had a few thoughts about this. This is something that I actually talked a little bit about in my interview with Marquez Brownlee, MKBHD, and I've been really impressed with the content that he's actually been creating for IGTV since it came out. There are a lot of pieces to the Instagram versus YouTube debate, so let's go ahead and unpack some of those. The first, of course, is the controversial topic of vertical video and whether this is the future of video. Now, while I may not start filming like this anytime soon, I don't think it's such a bad thing. I think that we've been accustomed to vertical video for a long time. As an iPhone user, I've been using this with FaceTime pretty much forever. When it comes to the early adoption of the mobile live streaming apps like Meerkat and Periscope and Facebook Live, I was already used to creating content in a vertical format, and a lot of viewers were already used to this. Then we have Snapchat and Instagram stories. This is not anything new, and the numbers don't lie. People are not put off by vertical video. What they're put off by is people filming horizontal video like this and letting there be large black bars in between it, and it's not a great viewing experience when they're already accustomed to high quality vertical video because, again, there have been people who've been doing this with Instagram stories, Instagram Live, Snapchat, and other platforms for a while now. So it's not really a big deal to embrace vertical video. It's not a problem. There are people who have suggested that, well, Instagram has always been short form content. It's always been 15-second Instagram stories or 60-second Instagram videos. But Instagram actually expanded on the length of content a while ago. We got Instagram Live where you can go up to an hour. Yes, that disappears in 24 hours. And we even went from about roughly, I remember it was like, we used to have 15 seconds in Instagram post and then they went to 60 seconds. So this isn't something really that out of the ordinary for them to decide, well, we'll give you guys the ability to upload up to 15 minutes of content. And for some of you, will allow you to post up to an hour of content. Even YouTube used to have a time limit of about roughly, I want to say, it was that you could only upload, I believe, up to 15 minutes of video unless you verified your account. So these are things that platforms have changed and shifted on in the past. Even if you're used to short form content, platforms have been allowing you to expand that experience, and it hasn't been a problem. More people have responded to it. Will YouTubers jump ship to Instagram? I don't really know if that's a conversation we even need to be having right now. I think that it's going to, first of all, get a lot of people excited about making content. I know it's certainly going in that direction for me. I think the smartest creators will realize this is a new opportunity to expand their brand instead of rehashing the same things and to create new experiences for viewers and take advantage of a vertical format that will let them experiment and where there may not be the same expectations. One of the other smart things that Instagram did was they immediately focused on creating search for this, and a great discovery experience is actually really good. The overall UI and UX is fantastic. It's one of the best deployments of a new system that I think I've ever seen when it comes to design elements and how intuitive this is. It's really easy and fun to watch and to navigate through and to move on to other content. So I think that they were really smart in the way that they approached this. The other thing that I feel they did very well was the fact that if you already are following someone on Instagram, you're following them on IGTV as well. And they went ahead and integrated it all natively to the Instagram app. So you're not already starting over. You already are moving over an audience, which means if you've been growing your Instagram for the last year like me, see, I'm always planning for the future, then you already have an audience and a following for when you start posting new stuff to Instagram TV. So it actually feels really good. You don't feel like you're starting over from zero. This is similar to how if you were on Periscope, your Twitter followers are already over there. So, they don't have to opt in twice. This is actually very practical on Instagram's part. And I think it does encourage creators to grow and build on that platform. And so I don't know that it's about moving people over for Instagram. I think it's more about having them up it in their priority, and that the content may feel easier to make and more accessible than YouTube videos. I don't think you have to make nearly as polished video content for Instagram as YouTube. And with everybody suffering from burnout on the platform and also some types of content getting a little stale, this could be a revival for many creators, many audiences, and I think it's a good thing. There are also types and genres of videos that play out a lot more simply in a vertical format that makes sense. I mean, talking directly to your audience, doing rants, doing story times, doing motivational content. I think that all of those things play out just fine on Instagram, even with minimal or no editing, which means the accessibility of making daily content in Instagram that is going to last and is going to feel really good with regard to IGTV, it makes total sense to me. In fact, I'm going to try and see if I can ramp up doing a lot more motivational content over there. For the end of the summer, I think we're going to be on daily motivation on Instagram. I mean, it might not be that far-fetched that within the next 6 months, I might actually put out 500 to 1,000 pieces of unique content on Instagram, especially if I'm going more on the motivational route. That means minimal to no editing. Instagram was also smart enough to integrate thumbnails into this, which is going to let people use their skills either with photography or design and apply that here. I'm actually going to be working on a project I was already doing, but now I'm going to expand it. You guys may be familiar with the YouTube Starter Kit. It is a bundle of download templates and resources that I made in Photoshop for YouTube creators to make thumbnails and channel artwork and things like that. I had already been working on an Instagram graphics pack, but now I'm gonna step that up and make it more of a priority in my product launches. And I also am gonna probably do something really interesting where I'll give a massive discount to the first 200 people to actually decide that they want to get it early. I'll do some kind of massive discount for that. So I'm going to put some information on that in the description for you guys. And if you want early access to the Instagram graphics pack, then make sure you either follow me over on Instagram and shoot me a DM, or you can go ahead and you can drop a comment down below. Tell me that you're looking forward to that. Some final thoughts on Instagram TV and where I stand with it. I don't know that this is a direct competitor to YouTube. In my mind, it's more of a rival that could push YouTube forward and could also offer more to content creators. You have to look at Instagram's track record here. They were almost untouched by the Facebook controversy. Everyone's like, you'll pry Instagram from my cold dead hands, forget Facebook. And then there's the fact that they pretty much cannibalized Snapchat when they went after them. Periscope is all but dead now. A lot of people prefer to do Instagram live streams versus that as far as a mobile experience. I don't have the numbers on Facebook live streams, but I would imagine that's in decline as well. Every time that Instagram adopts something, it seems to win. I think that they have a very good understanding of the user base, culture, and the average consumer. I like that they're a mobile-first platform, but they're also adopting a desktop version, and you'll be able to upload from desktop. This could be great in the workflow of, like, let's say, Apple users because of things like AirDrop. So, that's something to take advantage of from a creative standpoint. I feel that at this point, if Instagram were to announce, and we know that they're going to move toward monetization, but if they said tomorrow you could apply for monetization and that anybody with 100,000 followers gets a trophy of some kind, if Instagram did those two things tomorrow, then I would be concerned about people just jumping ship from YouTube and going harder on Instagram. But as it is, I think that people will just balance both of these platforms as a priority. Instagram, I feel, will move from what they're saying to monetization. They'll probably put that in beta soon. And I feel that by 2019, you'll see what it really looks like. I also have my suspicions that Facebook might also adopt monetization by then. I don't think they've given up on Facebook Watch and getting user-generated content out of that. But I think Instagram is the smarter play, and I think it'll happen there first. I'm going to be giving you guys some tips on making, Instagram videos for IGTV and Instagram in general, growing your following there. It's something that I've been doing, and I didn't want to talk about it till after I was at 10,000 followers. So thanks, guys, for helping me grow over there. And the fact is, I'm focusing a lot more on the motivational content over there than I am probably anywhere else. So if that's something you're into, don't forget to follow me over on Instagram. But yeah, I think that IGTV is definitely a winner. I don't necessarily think it has to be YouTube's loss, but I think that YouTube needs to start paying really close attention to the pain points of the community if they want to hold on to people, because it might be more advantageous for storytime YouTubers, vloggers, maybe even beauty gurus and a few other folks to actually prioritize Instagram and IGTV in the way that gamers and a lot of other people have decided to embrace Twitch. I think that we could finally see more fragmentation in the creator community. And I think that if they adopt some things from the YouTube culture that work, that we have a better chance of seeing those things play out. But I would love to know your thoughts about IGTV, whether you think it's a rival or competitor to YouTube, what your expectations are, and if you're using it right now, I'd love to know what your experience is. I'm going to be talking about this a lot more in the coming weeks. If you guys have questions or tutorials you want to see, definitely let me know in the comment section. Question of the day, what are you going to be putting on IGTV? I'm really curious about what your strategy is, so let me know. Like this video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Check out the other awesome stuff here on the channel. As always, you guys, thanks so very much for watching, and don't forget, go out there and create something awesome today, even if you got to film it like this. Take care.